Well, the package finally came in. Looked like they did great with the shipping. Got here pretty fast too. Doesn't seem like the boxes are beat up.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.
All right. It's your boy Don Sauceman from www.saucedupbydon.com, coming at you today with a review. And what are we reviewing? These bad boys right here. I know it's much anticipated, so let's go. Yeah, man. Hot on the heels, man, of the summer, Union, LA, and Jordan have been advertising the 30th anniversary editions of the Jordan 4s. So we're gonna go into a little article by Nice Kicks explaining what's going on. Let's get it. Union, LA plans their 30th anniversary with a tent and a trail capsule. Following their 30th anniversary announcement earlier in the year, Union, LA, and Jordan brand have more Jordan 4s on the way. As such, like their previous collaboration, both Air Jordan 4s will feature elements that have elevated the Off Noir and Guava Ice pairs to Shoe of the Year status. Shoe of the Year. A lot of people didn't even know about the Off Noir and the Guava Ice. The first time that I seen them, I was on a trip to New Orleans, and it was a guy in Saks Fifth that actually had them. He had paired it with this this Huron Preston outfit, if I'm not mistaken. He was pretty dope too that day. You know, I had to give him his props. Man, it's kind of hot out here too, man. We in the South, so if I'm sweating a tad bit, just excuse that. But that's not what this is about. We talking about these here Union LAs. The collection has been dubbed the Tent and Trail Union LA Air Jordan 4 capsule. Thus far, the collaborative effort has spawned two different colorways. Today, we'll be talking about the Taupe Haze. I mean, both of them are fire. But as you know, let me give a little disclaimer. Us, the people at www.saucedupbydon.com, including me, Don Sauceman, we like to be transparent with our customers. Today, we will be reviewing the UA version of this shoe. And I know a lot of people are like, man, how do you get that, man? It's not even on the shelf yet, man. How did you get it, man? It's got to be fakes. Well, there's a difference. There's a big difference. Let me emphasize this. When you're talking about fakes, when you're talking about replicas, we're talking about shoes that were made outside of the boundaries of Nike. From pictures and different things that they go off of. Not the actual shoe or the pattern. They're kind of like eyeballing the shoe. And most of these shoes come from Puxin, China, or Putian, however you want to say it. It doesn't matter. But most of them come from a particular place. Now, you have Nike, which contracts most of the factories in China to make their shoes. Yeah, Taiwan, Guangdong, a lot of different places. But what you have are fakes, authorized, and unauthorized. And why they're called authorized and unauthorized, let me explain. Unauthorized means that they didn't have Nike's express permission to sell those shoes. But think about it. If you're the company that Nike hired, what are you gonna do when the company says, hey, we want these shoes made and we're gonna pay you this much to make them? So you make 100,000 pairs of shoes. So when quality control comes around, they do an inspection of the shoe. They take the shoe, hey, look around, check the specs, feel the texture of it. Hey, we like this batch right here. How many is in this batch? Oh, it's 20,000 in that batch. Okay, we're gonna roll with this batch. They take another batch, go through it. Same thing. We're gonna take this batch too. How many in this batch? It's another 20,000. Boom. Third batch, they look through it. Good to go. We're gonna take this. We're just taking these 50,000 right here, and whatever you do with the rest, it's up to you. If you're the factory, excuse me, I'm outside. Planes flying above. We got the ghetto birds. You know, wait till that pass over. But if you're the factory, then Nike is contracting to make these shoes. What do you do with the extras? Do you lose the money and the time and effort that you put into making those shoes? Because you have employees to pay. Nike doesn't pay a lot, regardless of what people think. Nike, they're kind of shady. And not even kind of. Like, Nike does flat out bad business sometimes. And you can tell by the quality of the shoes that you get in retail that they do bad business sometimes. Because, yes, I've gotten faulty pairs of retail shoes from big name retailers, you know. And this is a common scene amongst the sneaker collectors or the sneakerhead groups, you know. So don't be fooled. I'm gonna be completely transparent with you. All right. Now, the Taupe Haze was made to celebrate Union LA's 30th anniversary. Like the predecessors, a folded tongue and translucent wings are returned, and both pairs are to be constructed through a combination of leather and suede, as usual. And just a bunch of dilly and dally going on with that. But we're about to get into this review. Like I said, I'm probably the first one with it. First one bringing it to you. Don Sauceman. We dealing exclusives. Bow. So, let me show you. This is the box. Usually, when you get something sent in, you'll know who you're dealing with, because most of the time the boxes come beat up, wrong stamps, different things of that nature. UAs are usually spot on. The only difference usually is the size of the box. And the size of the box is different because of them not having express permission to retail these shoes. So when they send them to the States, once they go through customs, usually if they're the same size, or the box is the same size as something that could be replicated or something like that, then they're going to stop the package. And they're going to search it, and then they're going to take it and send it back. Or if not, destroy it, because they have laws which control who can sell what and when they can sell it. These are called copyrighting laws. But in order to avoid your shoes getting caught up at customs, they cut the box a little bit smaller. And usually when you get a Jordan box, you can shake the shoes around a little bit. That's how you can tell that these are spot on, because you can shake the shoes in here. You know? Most people are like, man, what are you talking about? But this is the sneakerhead community. Boom. So, let's get into this review. I'm recording on my iPhone, y'all, so bear with me. Okay. First thing we're gonna do is look at the manufacturer sticker. The Air Jordan 4 Retro, Taupe Haze, Blue Fury, Khaki Roma Green. 9.5 US. Man, this is spot on. And I'm wondering if I can actually scan that barcode right there, or whatever they call it. Boom. Most people say, hey, does it spin? Let's see if it spins. Well, it's not looking like this one spins, so let me see. Yeah, it doesn't spin. That one doesn't turn around, so that's that. Now let's get into it. There you got your YDM sticker. Look at this paper, man. Hey, I can't lie. I can't even tell you that these are UAs at this point, because the supplier or the manufacturer that I bought these from, he's actually did a walkthrough of the factory that we purchase our shoes from. He actually works for them as a shoe designer. And, you know, stuff doesn't usually come like this. Like, feel the wax on the paper, man. Look at the artwork. Like, it's incredible. That's the back of Jordan's head, if y'all want to know. Let's get into these shoes, man. Ouch. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Sit this one right here. And sit this one right here. Throw that back in. Let's see what else it came with. Union LA. See what they come with? Like, this is crazy. Let's read it. It says, well, let's switch it around. Now it says, it's an honor to present you with a very special gift package that we put together to commemorate the upcoming launch of our Union Jordan brand collection. This project started almost 2 years ago as a straight-up design collaboration with Jordan Brand and Union. But due to circumstances surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as the civil rights protests that have erupted around the country, our project has evolved to be much more. In an effort to unite and support our community, we've partnered with 5 locally, independently owned black businesses on this upcoming launch. Included in this gift bag, you will find items from those community partners. I invite you to please continue to support these businesses and other local black-owned businesses as we try to reverse the effects of over 400 years of social and economic injustice in this country. In addition, you'll notice a jump drive we've included that has special announcements from Union, and of course, please enjoy the kicks. One love, Union. Hey, that's pretty commendable from Union. I'm a black business owner, and I can appreciate this. Well, they're not actually contracting with me, which they soon will be, but, you know, I can appreciate this. There's my jump drive. Oh, it must be in the corner over here. Get to that line. All right. These babies are the truth. Like, they make me feel really nostalgic because it kind of reminds me of the shoes that they were making when I was younger. Like, I'm from up north, but I moved to the south with my auntie for a while when I was young. And when I came down, she had actually bought me like the ugliest pair of shoes that I have ever gotten. They were too small, and she tried to make me wear those shoes with like sweaters and stuff every day. She's really old fashioned. She was like 50 at the time, you know, so she didn't know anything about style or class, but neither did she care, you know. She was unnamed, and she did her own churchy thing, and she wasn't subscribing to none of the BS. So I ended up getting the short end of the stick. But they kind of remind me of these super ugly shoes that she had bought me one time. And it just makes me feel nostalgic because it reminds me of the 90s, you know? And it was kind of the style in the 90s, but they were like track hiking shoes or something like that, like hiking trek shoes or something. Real thick bottoms, same colors almost, like the same mesh material right there. Like, wow. But, hey, check it out. If these are replicas, then these are the best replicas that I've ever seen in my friggin' life. Not saying that they are. I know where I get my products from. Now, check it out. As you can see, look at that air bubble. Super clear, super clean. See straight through it. Can you see me? Because I can see you. Let's take a look on the inside. Wow. Let's get up close and personal with it. So, look at the tag inside. And usually, if you're dealing with like a 1-1 or a rep or something like that, you will tell because the tag kind of hangs off of the shoe. Like it's not melted in and it's not translucent where it should be. You see how the tag is kind of translucent right there? You see how it's melted into the fabric? It's like a dead giveaway because the replicas or 1-1s or whatever aren't like that. You have your scan code right there. LN3. That's probably the factory that they were made at. Those are the production dates. 12/02/20 through 02/2021. And that's should answer another question because a lot of people were like, man, how do you get these shoes so far ahead of time? Most of the time, these shoes are being produced way before they're ever released, you know? And they sit in factories for a while they build up the hype around the shoe. And a lot of the shoes really deserve the hype. But these right here, in my opinion, they definitely deserve it. Like, you can feel the quality of these, like, and I'm kind of irritated because I'm outside doing this, but I can see like the little stuff flying on them. But look at this. This is a beautiful shoe. Look at the stitching on it. It's not off a bit. Not one bit. Look at the mesh breather right there on the side. Feels great. Feels correct, you know. That's how you know when you get a good quality shoe. Because it's spot on. Now we're going to check out the toe box. Now, if anything, this right here could have been done a lot better because I've had these come on my Jordans before and they were a little bit more heavy, but they might have stopped producing them like that, you know. I don't have a retail pair of these yet, so I won't know until I do, but hey, looking pretty good. All the way around the board, man. Talk about your quality, man. Spot on. Spot on. look at the time. Let's even get down to the inside if we can. Even to the sticker, to the side sticker. Now we're gonna take out the insole. Look at this station. And like I said, guys, you know, sometimes you get the bait and switch after they tell you that, oh, you're buying UA products and then you receive a replica, but I'm gonna tell you now, this ain't that. This ain't that. Let me see if I can get this tape out of here first. Oh, and I see why they tape it down also. Because you have loose spring in the inside, as most shoes come with. So we're just gonna throw that to the side. But we'll give you a fair look inside. Me personally, these aren't for me. I actually ordered them for a customer of ours. And this customer, he will speak his mind. And that's what I like about him. He told me, he was like, look, Don, the next package I ordered from you, I want you to receive it first, so you can tell me what's going on with them. And I assured him numerous times, like, hey, bro, we hit the lottery on this one, you know, with this supplier. Like, we did our thing. Here goes the other one. Let's put them in the right place. And this is my first video, so, you know, bear with me. I don't want to unwrap this man's shoe guard, but hey, it's just one of them. You got the die-cut sock liner that comes with most Jordan products. Man, they did excellent on these. Like, I'm proud to say that I owned a pair first and that I did the first review on them. You know, because once they become popular and the buzz around them builds up, everybody's gonna want a pair. And I'm gonna be the first one on YouTube saying, hey, look, I reviewed them first. You know, I gave my customers and gave my viewers the real results first. And the insole usually varies, you know, from shoe to shoe. Like I said, I haven't received the, what do they call it, authorized, authentic version yet, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same thing. You know, when you're dealing with pre-releases, and I deal in a lot of pre-releases. I get shoes before people even get the clue that they're about to drop, you know? My people keep me, hold on, I got this dead camera. But my people, they keep me in the game. You know, plus I do my research. Always remember, do your research in this game. Don't just go off of what somebody tells you on Facebook or what somebody says on Instagram or YouTube. Do your own research and find out what you want to know, because most people go based off of emotions or opinions. When me, I deal in strictly facts, you know, and that's why I can tell you there isn't any difference between a AA and a UA. There isn't. I've owned both. Most people say, oh, well, can you bend this? And that's me trying. You cannot do it. You cannot do it. This is not cheap rubber. This is a good sole. This is not cheap suede. Look at this. Look at this suede, man. These are premium material. How can they do that? If these were a lower quality, yes, I could see. Yeah, them are pretty bogus, bro. But these right here, look at the bottom of this. Like the colors, man. Let's talk about the colors, man. The color scheme of these are so 90s. So 90s. And a lot of you don't remember the 90s because you weren't born yet. So I can tell you, like, I love these shoes. And I will be getting both the Desert Moss and the Taupe Haze for myself because I like Union LAs. I like all the exclusive ones, just to be honest. And like I said, I get them before anybody. So if you're looking, tap in. Let's get back to this review. So bow. I've showed you pretty much everything. Like, even look at the back. You know. I'm gonna turn them around. Give you another view of the front. Now, this color, I'm not sure if this is the Taupe Haze that they're talking about, but I love the color. Like the light brown, it's gonna be hard to match these with something. You're gonna definitely have to swag these all the way out. Like you're gonna have to be super drippy to pull this one off. And that's what I love about Union LAs, because they bring it out of you. They bring the stylist out of you. They bring the fashionista out of you. Because when you have to match a shoe with this many different colors that really, let's be honest, don't go together, then it's more or less like you got to know what you're doing if you really want to look good. You know, you could throw these on white tee or whatever, you know, and still look cool, but in order to be sauced up, and that's what we want to be. We want to be sauced up by Don, preferably. You know, let me sauce you up. Let me give you the drip and the spill that's gonna make you kill out there when you're doing your deals. You dig? So, hey, let's get it together, man. Y'all gotta come mess with me, man. Straight exclusives all the time, man. Who does it like this? You know? You know? You feel me? Like, look at this tongue, man. Look at this tongue. Some people usually cut the tongue and wear it folded up. You know me, I wouldn't destroy my shoes like that because I like to resell sometimes. And like I said, I'm always transparent with whoever shops with us. Whoever. I'm not with saying, oh yeah, man, these are AAs, man, same thing that you're gonna buy. Yeah, they're the same things that you're gonna find in the retail store, but these are UA. You know, these are unauthorized. I keep it on the smooth tip, you know, because when you're talking about Nike and Jordan brand, those contracts, that's another story. That's another story for another day, but you tell me how you feel about them, you know? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. This is my first review. First review. I'm gonna get better and better with this, you know? Better and better. More exclusives, more of the shoes that you wanna see, more of the clothes that you wanna see. All the drip and all the sauce is gonna turn you into a boss. Mess with your boy, Don Sauceman. Also, if you're looking to purchase UAs or AA shoes, go to www.saucedupbydon.com, and we actually are so transparent with our customers. We let them choose their price point. It's all about the price point, people. It's all about the price point. Either you want to go and pay $1,000, $1,200 for a pair of these, or you want to pay $250, $300 for a pair of these. You know, And people say, hey, why would I give you $250 to $300 for a pair of shoes that I can go and find online and get the replica version for $170, $100? Because half of those people have really shitty shoes for that price. You know, I've dealt with those people, so you don't have to. That's where I come in at. I do the vetting process. I spend my money to make sure that you all don't go out looking foo-foo. Because you know those guys that are always bent on, let me check them. Like, me personally, I'm from a different place. I'm from a different area. You run up on me trying to pull my pants leg up, get all too close, I'm going to probably slap on you. And that's just being me and being honest with you. You run up on me in public, you think it's sweet, I'm going to probably slap a punch on you. Probably put a foot in your rectum or something like that trying to call me out. But I don't care, because 9 times out of 10, I still got more money than you. And I just prefer to spend mine wisely. And I hope you will too. So, here's the review. Here's the shoes. I'm Don Sauceman, and I'm out.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.